Hey guys, so it's me again. This will be a very quick personal update. This will not be a full family vlog like normal. I like to do more family vlogging, but I felt it's important to update, and I mentioned on the previous video as well, it's important to update how the pregnancy is going, what's happened so far, and just kind of like some different things that has been taking place. Like, so I am what they call geriatric pregnancy, so which is such a weird term because I don't feel geriatric, I can tell you that. But I got pregnant at 39. I just turned 40, and I am almost, okay, so I'm 14 and a half weeks pregnant. So I'm in my 15th week of development, and yeah, so however that works. But anyways, 14 weeks already passed in my 15th week. So I just kind of want to update you and tell you just some of the what's been going on with the pregnancy, and the comparison of when I was pregnant in my late 20s, because we started, I guess, later than some people would say. Some people start in their early mid-20s or even before, but for me, started later, had a career, and wanted to focus on that, and just had some growing and maturing and developing to do, and yeah, and so I waited a little bit longer, and I felt like it was a great time. By the time that I had got my first pregnancy, and then now I feel like I have so much more wisdom. Of course, you know, been through some things, but at the age of 40, still feels really weird to say that. I have to say that, but yeah, I mean, it's going really good. So I noticed this round, this pregnancy, and this first trimester, like this, where I just passed the first trimester, in my second now, that I actually did, I mean, I had a lot of nausea, but I actually handled it pretty good until Thanksgiving, until I ate stuff that I don't normally eat, because I was transitioning to a more vegan diet. It was kind of like bridging over to like a more vegan diet. That didn't last. I tried. It didn't last. So then I guess you could say it was a more vegetarian type. I don't know. My friend called it a chegan. I don't know. I was just trying to do better. And that's when I fell pregnant. And then I had that diet for a while. I was able to handle all of those greens and all of that stuff like really, really good until Thanksgiving. And then I just, like, my body was like, nope, you can't eat that anymore. Ooh, nope, you can't eat that anymore. And it was really frustrating because I love eating like spinach wraps and just broccoli salads and stuff like that, and tons of trail mix with broccoli. I just love it. I know it sounds really weird, but that's just, I felt good when I ate that, and I felt like my body was healing and feeling really well. So and when I say healing, I had experienced a couple miscarriages over the summertime, and I felt like my body was just out of balance and out of whack, and my cortisol levels, it felt like, I didn't have this tested, but this is what I felt like. I felt stressed and exhausted and everything, and I think that's why I had those miscarriages, because I pushed myself so much. My husband traveled for a couple of years, and I was pretty much single parenting, other than the income part, for a while. Okay, sorry, my son came in to tell me the one dog bit the other dog's eye. So that's been fun. Anyway, so I'm trying to think where I left off. Oh, so I was changing my diet. So the first trimester I was doing really good, wasn't super nauseous. I mean, I was nauseous, but it wasn't like with Eleanor's pregnancies. Oh my gosh, like those are my last two pregnancies before this one. threw up so much. I threw up so much and so bad that I literally threw my neck out when I threw up and had to go to the chiropractor. And I was going into the chiropractor like, oh, I'm hurting. And he's like, what'd you do? And I was like, I threw up. And he's like, actually, I've heard that before. I was like, really? I was so embarrassed. Anyway, so that was fun, I guess you could say. But with this one, like I said, it hit Thanksgiving, and I'm sorry, itching my belly. I need to put some lotion on my belly so I don't get marks. But it just, I don't know, it was like a switch. I don't know if the ACG just skyrocketed at that time or what. I have no idea. But I pretty much from Thanksgiving until, well, this week, which is the second week of January, it was just brutal. And it didn't help that, of course, like I had mentioned in our previous vlog, that that I got really sick too. The kids and I got really sick. And I don't know what it was, because we try to do everything naturally. We try to do as many natural and herbal things from home. But, you know, if we have to go to the doctor, we'll go, like, without a doubt. Like, I believe God anoints doctors and blesses them with wisdom. But I also believe that God gives us plants that will also help heal our bodies. So, this past month or so, month and a half, I guess it's been now, was brutal. And so the first trimester started off glorious. It started off wonderful and beautiful, and I was like, oh, this is great. Just praying that the baby's good, because, you know, I'm trying not to yawn, sorry, I'm tired. That's another thing. I heard that, you know, if you're feeling nauseous and everything else, the doctor agreed too, if you're feeling nauseous and all that, and queasy and all that, it's a good sign. So I've had several ultrasounds, and I'll show those pictures in series at the end of the video, because I don't want to like leave the camera right now to go get them and then pull, because I forgot to bring them, and it's kind of hard to focus too. So I'll just do as like little photo shoots at the end, little, you know, just pictures at the end cap. So so that's kind of what's going on. The baby has been doing really well, healthy. I felt it move. Gosh, it was in week 8, and I was like, I felt like a little flutter, and I was like, that's really weird. But it was only if I sat a certain way, and it was always the same spot. So if I got up in the morning and I would get like a decaf or a half calf or whatever, and I would sit down at the table, I couldn't even finish a half calf because I wound up throwing them up. So I would sit at the table and I would go read my Bible in the morning before the kids woke up, and I feel like a little flutter, and I was like, oh, it's really interesting that I would be feeling it this early, because the other ones were about, you know, 12, 14 weeks. So it makes me wonder if it's a little boy, like a really strong boy. But if it's a little girl, man, she's got some spunk. So I hope she's, you know, I hope I can learn to grow and nurture that spunk if that's the case. But definitely feels like a boy, but I don't know for sure. Like, I'll find out soon. But pregnancy from, you know, late 20s to 40, in comparison, 20s, oh my gosh, 20s were, you know, it was rough then too, but I felt like I bounced back faster. And then 40 now, I'm doing good. I'm not doing horrible. I just wish I was faster. I just wish that, you know, of course now I have 4 kids that I have to clean up, and then I homeschool, and then I help my husband with the business stuff sometimes. And so, you know, we have classes, well, we're out of gymnastics for the moment, but that's about to change. But we had gymnastics, we had horse riding lessons and all that stuff recently. And so I'm, you know, tired, and I'm doing well for all of it, but I just wish that I had that 20-year-old energy. I totally love being pregnant at 40, and I love that I feel mature enough to embrace it, and the reality of what it all is better. I wasn't a terrible mom in my 20s or anything like that, but I don't think I could grasp just how like miraculous it was to have a baby. You know, in my 20s I was still like, oh, you know, young and just, you know, trying to find out, I guess, maturity and identity. And so now when I see, and especially after the 2 miscarriages, I see my children and I'm like, wow, this is amazing. This is like, God did this and it's beautiful and I can't believe, like, wow, that's so beautiful. So it's, I don't know, I guess I got a little wisdom on that compared to my 20s. But I'm looking at my list here to see, oh, and my stomach, holy moly. If I could stand up and show you, well, I don't think I can. I'll have to do like a picture or show you guys on the next vlog or something. Because my mirror setup is not working right now. I'm kind of remodeling my room a little bit. But my belly is huge. Like I told the nurse, I said, oh, you know, this last visit, they were going to do another ultrasound, and I don't know if it's because of what happened this summer or my age, or they just lost track and didn't keep things organized. But she's like, you're about to have an ultrasound. And I was like, you know, my belly is pretty big. Are you sure you guys only saw one? And she's like, oh, is this your second or your third baby? I was like, well, I mean, this far in pregnancy, I was like, well, it's my fifth. And she's like, whoa. And I was like, yeah. I said, but my stomach's really big. Like, I look like I'm 6 or 7 months pregnant. And it makes me wonder how that's going to go later on. And so, you know, I have some people, like my sister-in-law, you couldn't even tell she was pregnant until about 7, 8 months. Or I have a friend, and she was the same way. You don't even know if she was pregnant. And I don't even know that she knew she was pregnant. A lady from church, and she just, yeah, oh my gosh, she just was like, I had a baby. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. So, yeah, I never could tell, ever. But with me, I look like I ate a bunch of donuts, or I ate, you know, everybody's food. It's crazy. Like, my stomach gets really big. I'm trying to think what else. So I talked about the morning sickness, bellies. Oh, I am learning to rest a bit more. That's something else, is to respect my body, because that was another thing that happened in the summer as I was go, 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 push, 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 late nights, organizing, remodeling, cleaning, you know, just, I don't know. I just wanted to go. And so I'm really having to respect my body more, give myself some rest. And whenever I feel tired, weak, or achy, I go lay down. Unlike, and I did that my first 2 pregnancies actually, but my last 2, I didn't, I mean, it was just like go, 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 unless I really couldn't stand up, then obviously I had to lay down. But we had a farm, and I just went for it. So, but we, you know, we're just fresh new into the first trimester. I need to talk to the doctor. They actually changed hospitals of where we could have the baby. So I need to work that out, because it's a whole new hospital. I've had all my children in one hospital, but they moved like complete town. So that's going to be a little interesting. Well, hopefully it'll work well. But, I don't know if I'll be able to do an epidural or not. All my other pregnancies, I did epidurals. I don't know if I'll be able to do it this time, because last time I did it with Noah, I fainted and they had a hard time getting me back. And my blood pressure dropped scary, scary, scary. I don't remember what the number was, but it was like, it was not good. It was not good. I just remember when I saw the numbers, my husband had told me, or took a picture or something at that time with Noah. It was bad. It was scary. And thankfully they were able to bring me back when I woke up. I don't think I've ever seen my husband so white ever in his life. For those who don't know him, he is, he's, how do you say? He was born in the US, but he's American, Colombian, and Mexican. So born in the US because he's American, but Colombian Mexican. His dad's Colombian, his mother's Mexican. And so he's got some nice brown going. And I don't think I've ever seen such a white face on him. And that was scary. So I don't know if I'll do epidural or not. I'm a little scared to do natural birth, because I got pampered with epidural, and you know, just things happen, and it was good. Oh, sorry. Another thing, super extreme tired. Oh my gosh. I'm so ready to feel it. Now, it's hard to compare the other pregnancies too with the first trimester because I got so sick that I was even to the point of considering going into the doctor or hospital because I felt so weary and weak and couldn't shake the cough for a long time. But I also knew that there's not much I can do in medicines too. So I tried to do everything as natural as possible. But then right as I got concerned, you know, of course I prayed and everything picked back up and it was fine. I mean, I started feeling better and I was like, oh, phew, I didn't have to go in. But that's pretty much it. I'm looking through my list and that pretty much sums it up. Oh, cravings. I forgot to talk about cravings. My goodness, this will wrap it up after this. I promise I'll stop talking. So cravings, it's very common for me in pregnancies to crave, of course, pickles. That's like one of the first signs to know. And I was craving fried pickles, which is weird. Oh, sorry. I need to go get some rest. I gotta wrap this up. The other thing, trying to think, I did crave, you know, some vegetations and fruits and stuff, but you know, I'm trying to think, I really haven't craved too many other things. Now the things that help me not completely lose it and throw up, that I pretty much had to take because I couldn't, I mean, even if I had cravings, sometimes I was like so nauseous I couldn't even like eat what I was craving. But I think the craving things will probably come a little bit later. But the things that help me and might help other people is I drank mint tea. Oh my gosh, warm mint tea, such a blessing. Like, wow, like really, really helped me hold it together on my days of nausea. And then also Altoids or peppermints. Altoids are a little strong, but peppermints were really helpful. The only thing I didn't like about it was the sugar. I didn't like the feeling of the sugar. It made me feel kind of like, ugh, I didn't like it. And partially that was because I wasn't feeling good too. So I would say that if you need help with morning sickness, try mint tea. I tried ginger ale too, and that kind of helped, but again, it's the sugar. I don't want the sugar. And my younger me would be like, hey, let's have some Oreos and some no-bake cookies. But oh my gosh, now I'm like, ugh, sugar kind of grosses me out. Like, I don't mind an occasional chocolate pie or something, or chocolate cake, but I just am not the same about sugar anymore. So that's pretty much it. I need to really wrap the video up, but do I think if it's a boy or a girl? That was the next thing. I think it might be a boy, but we'll see. I'm just grateful. I don't care which gender it is. I am beyond grateful that God has blessed us. And just, yeah, through all of this, I just want to bring him glory. And so, yeah, just super thankful. But I hope this was helpful. I hope that for those pregnant mommies that are watching, that this encourages you, that you can do it at 40. You can have a baby at 40. It is definitely different in the sense, you know, obviously there's some new challenges and stuff that you have to watch out for. But I'm just grateful. So if you're 40 or above, or even in your late 30s, you can have a baby. They may call it geriatric, but just take care of your health and your body will do the right thing. And then also, I want you to never lose hope. Don't lose hope. But that's it. Oh my gosh, I have got to go to bed. It is, y'all, it's 6:59. I am already tired. But so that's it. I really hope this helped you. It's an exciting time. We've all been praying, the children and I. We've been praying and praying. My husband's super excited, and I just hope you find this video helpful. And that's what's going on. I'm sorry it was long-winded, but that's the update. We love you guys, and we'll go back to normal vlogs. We will add in other different videos too, but for now it'll be our normal vlogs, and we'll do another update on the pregnancy soon. I'll try to wrap this up with some baby ultrasound pictures. Take care.